What's up, everybody? Mr. Play Dr. Gamer here, back with another video for y'all today. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about Hollow Knight Silksong and how this game just basically took over the entire gaming industry right now. So, as y'all know, Hollow Knight Silksong is a sequel to the critically acclaimed Hollow Knight. And this last Thursday, Hollow Knight Silksong had dropped, and this game been doing very well for itself. This game is a $20 game, which people praise the developer for making this game $20. And even then, people are asking the developers to charge more for the game because the game is just that good that people are willing to pay more money to play Hollow Knight Silksong. And not only that, Hollow Knight Silksong actually managed to break every single gaming platform known to man. What I mean by this, they managed to break the Xbox store, the PlayStation Network store, Steam, and the Nintendo Switch store. So every store, digital game store has been offline for a good. This game meant to break every single online gaming store because this game is just that popular. Like, I mean, people couldn't even download the game because the servers were down because a lot of people tried to download Hollow Knight Silksong. Me personally, I look at Hollow Knight Silksong and it's not ain't my favorite type of game. I really don't vibe with Metroidvania. I'm more of a RPG dude. I like my RPGs, more specifically my turn-based RPGs. So Hollow Knight really ain't my type of game. But man, Hollow Knight Silksong is basically proving and taking a shit on the AAA gaming industry because this game is hitting all types of metrics. On Steam alone, this game had hit a peak of 5,000 players of me recording this, by the way. 5,000 players was this game peak. And it just getting bigger and bigger from there. Hollow Knight Silksong have been a huge success for this indie developer team called Team Cherry. They have been working on this game for, I believe, like 7 years now. And this game have been teased and hyped up for a very long time, ever since the original Hollow Knight came out. So this team had put their heart and soul into this game, and it paying off handsomely. And not only that, this game is actually exposing how good creative games, how good creative game can make tons of money. And the fact that this game is $20, this game is very cheap. This is a very, very cheap game, which I like when game companies do that, where they just sell their game for cheap because they basically like, bro, the money nice and all, but bro, we just want people to play our game. And I really like when game developers do that. They put their games on cheap. They launch their game cheap, like Expedition 33. Expedition 33 was $40. Best $40 I ever spent. I don't know what $40 or $50. I know I got it from a key site, which I paid like $35 for it because I ain't sure I'm gonna like it or not. But bro, Expedition 33, one of my favorite turn-based games. They didn't even charge $60. Expedition 33, what I would call a $60 game, they didn't even charge a full $60 for it. Because these were people that actually were passionate about making the game. They wanted people to have fun with the game, and bam, they made a killing. Expedition 33 sold 33 million copies. 33 million copies. And the game is a phenomenal game. If y'all haven't played Expedition 33, for the 5 people that live on a rock, pick up that game. That game is very good. Some of the best turn-based RPG game I ever played. And I play a lot of turn-based RPGs. I love that genre. But if you haven't played Expedition 33, I recommend you pick up Expedition 33. But Hollow Knight Silksong, even though it ain't my type of game, I respect the team that made this game because, dude, this game broke the internet. This game literally broke the internet. I like, you know what, yeah, the game probably sell well. There's a lot of hype for the game. People are excited to play Hollow Knight Silksong. But the fact that they broke all the digital game platforms is amazing. Like, there was a lot of people that were waiting for this game. More people than I thought were gonna buy this game. I thought this game was gonna sell a few. I mean, have like 1,000, around about 1,000 or 2,000 players on Steam, but 5,000. players on Steam. That's incredible. This game have 5,000 players on Steam, which was its peak on a Thursday. And not even like an afternoon Thursday, dude. This game literally hit like a 5,000 peak at like 12 something, like 12. I think like 12 or 1 in the afternoon, which most people be still at work. So unless a lot of people, I think a lot of people took time off their job just to play this game. Cause bro, people will literally, this game will literally have over 1,000 players on a work day, and people were just playing it. And there's a lot of, I won't say a lot, there's a lot of developers that don't like that, by the way. It was like this one Twitter account, I was watching a video from, I can't remember the YouTuber, but it was like the developers on Blue Sky, whatever, everybody know what Blue Sky is. It where people go to cry about, politics or whatever, and how their games don't sell good at other games. If you know Blue Sky, you just know. If you know. But there were people on that platform crying about how they pricing their games too low. They need to stop pricing their games too low because other people are gonna spend other games to be priced the same. Which, honestly, dude, I think that's true. Like a lot of games now, I don't even think it's worth $60. Like think about it, they put a ton of money into these games, but it's not even worth that much. That's the craziest part. It like these people that made Silksong had a lower budget than most game developers, but they managed to make a game 2 times better than most AAA games. Like, think about it. So let that sink in. And they made it, and they gave it a affordable price so people can actually buy it. Who knew that if you give people an affordable price to buy a game, they'll buy your game? But yeah, these developers are actually salty that Hollow Knight Silksong is doing great. Which if you're a developer and you're mad that Hollow Knight Silksong is doing better than your game, how about just make better games and price them appropriately? Like it's really that hard to make a better game? Like, I don't understand. Like, these dudes had 3 people. That's the crazy part about this, about Hollow Knight Silksong. 3 people were working on this game, and they managed to make one of the best games this year. And this game was made by 3 people. But you got other development studios, they have like 1,000 developers, 500 developers, and they can't even make a decent game. It's just like, bro, what is going on at these companies where you got 3 people working on a game and it's in the best game ever made? Expedition 33, 30 people working on it, best game ever made. How in the world the team with the low developer count can make a game that is developed by 1,500 people? Like, that don't make no sense. Like, what is going on? We in a world where 3 people can make a better game than 1,000 people. They don't make no sense at all. They don't make no sense at all, man. It's just like, bro, what are y'all doing at these companies? Y'all need to get your act together. It make no sense that 3 people can make a better game than you do, and you got 1,000 developers on your team. That's what I don't understand. Or 500. Like, I don't understand. Why can't y'all make a game like that? If 3 people can make a game and have financial success and people are crazy about it, why can't you with 1,000 developers make a game that people actually want to play? Instead of making Call of Duty Black Ops 7 or Dragon Age the Veilguard or what else games that suck? Or Dragon Dogma. I know a lot of people still love Dragon Dogma 2, but I heard for most people that people consider that game to be bad, I believe. Even what else another game that completely flopped? Oh, Assassin's Creed Shadows. There's another game that completely flopped. Yeah, why can't people that work on no game make better games where you got 3 people? You got 3 people making this small indie game. Do a better job with 3 people. Think about it. 3 people worked on this one game, and they just completely blew every single AAA game out the water. This is embarrassing, bro. This is really embarrassing how 3 people can just completely destroy an entire industry just because they're competent, they're passionate about what they're doing, they actually care about the customer. Instead of the AAA company, they got 1,000 people, they don't really care about the consumer, and they just see you as a walking wallet. So you know why these 3 people did better than most AAA companies? Because they actually care about the customer. If you actually care about the customer, your customer will love to give you their money, and you treat the customer right, and you give your product, you give your product to the customer at a fair price. $20 is a steal. $20 for a game you probably get like, I heard the game was like 60 hours long if you do everything. For 60 hours is a good deal. That's a very good deal. 60 hours for $20, dude. That's amazing. That's real amazing. That's a steal right there. Even with Expedition 33, you get 100. You get like 40 hours if you do everything for like $40. So that's also a steal. So I don't understand why the game companies can't do like the indie games, dude. It's really embarrassing. Like these people that make these like financial decisions, or the suits that these video game companies step back and allow the developers to do their work. And another thing, I don't think it's 100% of the suits' fault at the gaming company. I feel like there are some developers that just not good at their jobs. That's another issue too. I feel like there's a lot of developers that are just not good at their jobs. Like for instance, at Bethesda, there is a Dragon Age Veilguard writer working for Elder Scrolls 6. Just let that sink in. A game that's completely flopped is getting a writer that worked on that game. Just let that sink in. But anyway, been Mr. Play Doctor with another video. See y'all next time. Peace.